Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 with Black Ice 9.11, and we're playing as Japan. We had a little outbreak of revolt when some bad effects sort of hit us a bit. You can see here, okay, industry, we took the agricultural farm mechanization. Okay, now, and you would give them money for fuel. No, thank you. Now, just didn't need them before. Once we did have some of that taken care of, so let's put these, because I don't know how long we're going to be hit by. This isn't worth using a leader up for. Okay, that'll help that surrounded area. Yeah. And yeah, I think the other one we will put here. There we go. That'll help a little bit. Keep our revolt risk down in some of our key areas. Road network advanced. Very good. Allows railroad construction. So that is this one. And I think we will do railroad construction as well. And yes, railroad. And this is sort of the ouch, it hurts until April 37. So not too long. 1% ICs at this level. Gets bigger as time goes on, but I think in the long run it will be beneficial to us. And we see that we get national unity, which will help there, and organization regain rate, which is helpful. Okay, cruiser fire control system have advanced. We'll stop that because we're not yet. Well, no, we are in 37. Okay, well, we are in 37, but let's go for, now that we are in 37, just barely, let's take a look at more foundational technologies. Those of you who've watched for a long time, I am an infrastructure, I guess. Didn't necessarily know this until they started playing. Sort of base type. Yeah, we have that. I know we could obviously do more, which should do more, but it's going to cost more. But maybe we should. Seaport capabilities. Yeah, that's also looking like maybe, but we want to do motorized support units. That's one we want to do. I have 2 in the production queue here that need motorized support units, 2 divisions. Also added 2 of these sort of elite light infantry type units. I would like money for energy. Okay. Mostly just to get good relations with Iran. Now I'm a little worried about some of that. We are also doing steel refining and some more coal, which should be coming online soon. Or some of that already is. Okay, assault concentration, very good. And since we're now in 37, we will continue that. These are, to me, some of the foundational type stuff. Okay, so let's look focus in on here where we have large coal deposits that are pretty big. Might as well put the modifier where it will do most good. Like there. Already with 48, and yeah. Thought there was another biggie up here. No, guess not. Maybe I'm just mistaken. No, we also have a pretty big one in Tokyo. Japan did have coal, but not maybe huge amounts of it, as we would say that's pretty big. Okay. Well, that'll be helpful at least. Yeah, a couple of them there. The steel will be helpful once we get that built. Okay, capital ship damage control, very good. And that's grayed out. Okay, we are doing main armament already. Okay. Okay, we need landing craft flotillas. We have all things except for transport ship hulls need to be level 2. So hulls we have to do. So we will push ahead a little bit and try to research level 2 hulls. Not try to do, research them. That is one thing I would like a little bit of randomness in. For most technologies, I don't want to have it to be, you know, like just, oh, we want to try to improve, you know, transport hulls. Well, you fail. Because, you know, some very super new cutting edge radar-y type thing, yeah, I could maybe see that. But improvement of hulls, that's just trial and error for a large part. You know, better shaped holes, whatever. But sometimes you have faster breakthroughs and sometimes you have setbacks, but you're still improving it. This is sort of what Black Ice has done. I haven't seen anything yet, but sort of different areas of research that you can get some random bonuses on that you sort of can pick there. And sometimes you don't get much and whatever, but I sort of like the idea that it's not always going at the same pace, that you can maybe have breakthroughs in things, so it's not just purely but that was, what was that again? Boy, I'm talking and not paying attention. Light infantry branch, that's right. Okay, that was this one here. We've got that up to there. Once we get this up, I think we'll be able to research that better here. Defensive positions, well, that'll be useful. Japanese did a fair amount of camouflage and then they ran around with red and white flags everywhere. And I think that really comes into a mix of things. And by that I sort of mean both of a don't shoot at us, we're friendly, you know, for friendly fire, you know, units moving forward, but it's also, I think, to inspire others within the, you know, within your army. Hey, look at that unit, they're already that far ahead of us. Get moving, you know, go catch up with them. Okay, we want to do some of these here. Let's start out with Air Force. Money for metal, no. No. I am worried about metal though. We will no longer receive supplies and no metal. Okay. Diplomacy. Who do we want to buy metal from though? We need a positive gain. Soviet Union is close by and we'll probably switch to that, but let's start out with, it'll be a longer haul, but Germany could be a useful thing to get it from there. Okay, so let's jump to 15. That'll give them some much needed money to buy things. We will get more steel soon with that. I don't want to go to specialist training just yet. Rare materials. Well, we are at a deficit. That is a real thing. Let's... I want to pause it so I'm a little more comfortable as I sort of zoom in on. Okay, rare materials. Base of 8. We already have that. So let's do rare extraction there. Obviously, part of the reason to pick in Japan is, of course, we have cores here, but even more so is the not needing transport. Okay, there's another base 10, so actually a bigger base, so that will help. Okay, we will do that. That will help our rares over time, and we can, of course, capture some eventually if we're going to war, and we can continue to improve both our good stocks and our petty stocks around too. I do want to get some of these guys built. I haven't deployed the ships yet, but they're coming. And deep battle doctrine has advanced. Very good. Now we're going to let that go through. Yeah, that's not that big a deposit. Okay, Mexico. I know it's across the Pacific, but it isn't beyond that. Okay, we'll trade with Afghanistan. Okay, well, we don't need as many supplies if we're not actively selling as much. And we also don't need as many trade goods. Okay, again, reorganize war ministry, recruitment time. We are starting to do some of that, but we're now at a 50-50. National revolt risk, I don't want to go up in that. Supplies, money, or parliamentary issue revolt risk, daily dissent. We'll reorganize the military. Yeah, I know, but it'll be a while into 37 before I'm ready to take on China. I really, really want to get to where I can build some invasion ships of some sort. Okay, cruiser damage control. Very good. But that is something we can add later. That's sort of why I focused in getting our ships sort of up and ready, because long production times. And let's do naval HQs. We'll see what they look like for Japan. For taking on China, I'm comfortable with the amount of ICs we have, I think. I think we will, I haven't obviously moved our army to the Chinese border yet, but I think we'll have a qualitative advantage. So our quality, I think, will do well. Yeah, let's get this out. Well, first, and we'll also get these two. And Tibet. Yeah, okay. It's not much, but we can continue to improve our relations with Tibet. Because I am hopeful. It's good infrastructure levels. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that province because I can't go there. So we still have a few provinces in here to occupy, because we will likely also be at war with them. But well, I'm pretty sure that we can defend against any attack, and I'm hopeful that we can concentrate our efforts and defeat them, but I don't want to be bogged down in here, and I really, really want to be able to invade other areas at the time of starting the war. So if they don't force me into it, I'm going to delay until I can properly invade. Battleship armor advance. That is nice. We'll stop that. Yeah, stop. Okay, You're getting that. Battle commander recognize attack reduced by 3 hours. Yes. That again is one of those qualitative advantages. Well, it looks like, well, how interesting. Nationalist China did have these 3 provinces for some time, but now, well, they're at peace. Yeah, truce with Republic of China and ZB Shan Ma, the Ma clique up here. I guess they took that. Okay, damage control systems. Good for light vessels. Now, yeah, we're going to stop that. We'll be back to it. But what we're also going to do here is reduce the amount of officers being trained, because we are at 110%. So we've sort of, now of course we need to build up a stockpile, so we're not going dramatically low or lower. You can, just in case you didn't know, you can go beyond 110%, but you only get the effect of having 110% officers. Meaning if you have 200% of the officers that you need, it just simply means that you can take a lot of officer casualties for long ways, or expand the army greatly before you go down. It just, the AI sort of stops making them at 100%. And so by you being able to go more gives you a lot of bonus capability. Black Ice has sort of nerfed that down to only 10% above it, which is reasonably fair. Well, let's come here and yeah, let's do this and this. I want to do the second mountain warfare too. It's a little early obviously, but to be able to put some in production. They take a fair long amount of time to train up, and we have about a little more than 1.5 more. Okay, looking there. Yeah, let's do that. And let's do single engine fighter. There we go. There we go. Well, let's just a little bit increase our production. Okay, and artillery unit training has advanced. Very good, very good. Not yet good enough to improve that. crude oil. No, thank you. Yeah, I know we're getting more than we need. These guys are coming along. We're getting through these pretty quickly. Got through a bunch of the ships already. Rares extraction, they're going to be expensive once we hit that. But, of course, can be critical. I know as Germany, we're very glad to do some of that eventually, so now I don't know how, and maybe a little big because, or a little bit much, but I still want to do it because we have down here so many rares and other things that we just may not need it. But we're going to produce at least 2 of those. I don't think that's a waste. Blitzkrieg Doctrine has advanced, especially for as in trading, it takes a lot to do it. Yeah, stop Blitzkrieg Doctrine. No, stop it. Okay, Motorized HQ or Marine HQ. The best thing about these is the reduction between tax and medicine advance. That one, we're going to let that continue. No, thank you. We've got medium popularity, so we've lost low. Very good. U.S. launched the Yorktown and the Enterprise. Not so good for us, at least. Of course, we knew that was coming. And artillery upgrade has advanced very nicely. Oh, that's here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should have done medium artillery upgrade. I don't know. Opposed to just regular, but I'm going to sort of keep those things fairly quick moving. Looking around here. Bomb loads. Well, there we go. 1,000 pound or 1,000 kilogram bomb. However big that is. Bigger than an elephant, smaller than an elephant, don't know. I know a kilogram is less than an elephant, but weight wise, but don't know how many 1,000 of them would be. You Europeans and your silly measurements. Okay, artillery unit command and control, very nice. We very well may be back to these soon. But first I'm looking here for, well, okay. Yeah, I already know that most stuff here. We can wait on some of that, I'm sure. Yeah, I want to reduce the time between attacks. That's important. Armor plate thickness. Okay. Good. Armor plate thickness. Let's stop that. Now, medium. Okay, small caliber tank cannon, at least 2, and light armor designs at least 2. So we haven't gotten light armor designs yet to do, but we can do small caliber tank cannons right now. There we go. That'll help us get better tanks. I don't plan on it. I say plan because you're still always sort of thinking maybe something happens that we decide to go to war with the Soviet Union, but don't plan on going heavy into armor. But I want a few good units. Not just for China, I think light armor and some of the infantry tank stuff we have is probably all that we need. Of course, better is better, but you know, if you're not having to battle other tanks, either one of those should be probably. Oh, we're not going forward. Should probably be best for dealing with China without any real amounts of armor. So that is good. And for the Pacific Island campaign, I really don't want it to be about unit strengths. I just want to have enough, and whether I do much more than something like this, I don't know. But I just want to have it enough that it takes an actual invasion to take it. So if you're not doing an actual invasion, you know, you get to just like slip in, you know, some Marine unit uncontested and think that you're gonna take it without any fight. The main thing I want to do is very much win naval battles to stop them. If I can't focus my navy to defeat their invasion force, the only reason we might be able to win is because of the complete stupidity of the AI. And I don't want to win just because of the complete stupidity of the AI. We all want a smarter AI. But because if we had a smart AI, I'm just absolutely sure America could pound me to dust. You know, a really smart one. They just hammer, blow, hammer, blow, hammer, blow, come in, take a few key islands, and just start invading here, you know, and taking us down. So yeah, but I may end up facing, you know, Burma, India, somewhere. I may end up facing some Americans and or British or somebody that has some moderately decent tank units, or even going down into Australia or someplace that I'll need some, you know, medium armor design. I don't ever plan on, again, plans may change, but I don't ever plan on building heavy armor units. We'll have some infantry tanks, because we already have those. We may build a few more. Otherwise, it's going to be mostly light and maybe a little bit of mediums, just to sort of say, yep, we've got some mediums for some place like Australia or India when we're facing a little better stuff. That's when I anticipate it be useful. Okay, truck and prime mover reliability. Okay, let's stop that. Yeah, I think we'll also do short barrel gun improvements. Oh, wrong. This is the one I want. Save that. Very good. And I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. I really do appreciate that. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Love to see you around more often. And of course, please post comments, questions, suggestions, tips, corrections. Love hearing from you. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.